The silence of space is a myth, a comforting lie we tell ourselves so we don't lose our minds when we look up at the night sky. We were taught in school that sound cannot travel in a vacuum, that the void is a quiet, peaceful cathedral of stars. But that is only a half-truth. While sound waves as we know them cannot travel through the emptiness, the universe is far from mute. It is vibrating. It is pulsating with electromagnetic energy, radio storms, and gravitational ripples that are constant and overwhelming. When NASA and other space agencies take these invisible signals and translate them into something the human ear can process, a process called sonification, the result isn't a symphony. It's a nightmare. For decades, we have been intercepting the screams of dying stars and the groans of ancient planets. These sounds were never meant for our ears. They are too big, too old, and too violent for the human psyche to handle. Tonight, we are going to strip away the silence. We are going to listen to the things that go bump in the cosmic night, from the ghostly winds of a dead Mars to the demonic roar of a black hole that defies the laws of physics. Put on your headphones, find a dark room, and prepare yourself. Because once you hear the voice of the void, the silence of the night will never feel peaceful again. These are the 10 most terrifying sounds ever recorded in the deep, dark reaches of our universe. We begin our journey close to home, Mars, the red planet. A world that was once blue, once warm, and perhaps once alive. But today, it is a rusted corpse of a planet, frozen in a state of permanent decay. In 2018, NASA's InSight lander touched down on the Elysium Planitia, carrying sensors so sensitive they could feel the heartbeat of the planet. What it recorded was the Martian wind, a thin, freezing breeze moving across a landscape of ancient dust and empty craters. Listen to it. It doesn't sound like the wind on Earth. There is a hollow, metallic quality to it. It feels like the breath of a ghost moving through an abandoned city. When you listen to the winds of Mars, you are listening to the sound of a world that lost its battle with time. It is a lonely, crushing sound that reminds us of our own fragility. Imagine being there, standing in the red dust, with nothing but this hollow whistling for millions of miles in every direction. It is the sound of absolute isolation. Jupiter is not just a planet, it is a failed star, a massive, swirling ball of gas and radiation that dominates the solar system with its sheer size and gravity. Its magnetic field is a weapon, a giant invisible shield that traps charged particles and accelerates them to nearly the speed of light. When the Juno spacecraft approached Jupiter's magnetosphere, it captured a phenomenon known as a bow shock. This is the sound of the solar wind slamming into Jupiter's defenses. It is a roar that defies description. It sounds like 1,000 jet engines screaming in unison, or the howl of a prehistoric beast guarding the gates of its territory. There is something primal and aggressive about the sound of Jupiter. It's a chaotic, jagged vibration that tells you one thing: you are not welcome here. To enter Jupiter's orbit is to enter a theater of cosmic violence where the very atmosphere wants to tear you apart. Saturn is the jewel of the solar system, famous for its majestic rings and golden hue. But beneath that beauty lies a terrifying acoustic reality. Saturn is a massive source of radio emissions, particularly from its poles where intense auroras, similar to our northern lights, dance across the sky. But while Earth's auroras are silent to us, Saturn's are loud. The Cassini spacecraft recorded these radio emissions, and when translated into sound, they resemble a choir of ghosts trapped in a feedback loop. It is a series of high-pitched whistles, low-frequency groans, and erratic shrieks that shift and change without warning. It sounds like someone is trying to communicate through a broken radio from the other side of the grave. There is no rhythm here, no music, just a terrifying, unpredictable broadcast from a world where the laws of nature are bent by massive magnetic forces. It is perhaps the most alien sound in the entire solar system. Voyager 1 is the furthest human-made object in history. It has been flying for over 45 years, traveling at 38,000 miles per hour. In 2012, it did the unthinkable. It crossed the heliopause and entered interstellar space, the space between the stars. Here, the sun's light is weak, and the sun's wind no longer blows. It is a realm of cold, dense plasma and eternal night. The sound Voyager recorded in this abyss is a constant, low-frequency hum. It is the sound of the interstellar medium vibrating. To listen to this is to listen to the true void. It is a sound that has no beginning and no end. It is the background noise of the universe. It is chilling because of how steady it is. A reminder that no matter how much noise we make on Earth, the vast majority of the universe is just this, a cold, vibrating darkness that stretches on for light years. It is the sound of being truly, irrevocably lost. Comets were once feared as omens of doom, icy travelers from the dark edges of the solar system. In 2014, the Rosetta mission proved that they are even stranger than we imagined. As it orbited Comet 67P, it discovered the comet was singing. It was emitting a magnetic oscillation at 40 to 50 millihertz, far below the range of human hearing, until NASA sped it up. What we heard was a rhythmic, clicking thud. It sounds like a heartbeat or a ticking time bomb. Imagine a massive, dark rock, billions of years old, floating through the vacuum and pulsing like a living heart. It is a mechanical, repetitive sound that feels deliberate. Some scientists suggest it's the interaction of the solar wind with the comet's thin atmosphere. But when you listen to it in the dark, it's hard not to feel like the comet is a sentient, sleeping giant, counting the seconds until it reaches its destination. We have only just scratched the surface of the cosmic nightmare. The deeper we go, the darker it gets. In Part 2, we will listen to the screaming surface of Venus, the demonic roar of a black hole, and the actual sound of the Big Bang. Subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss the second half of this journey. For now, try to enjoy the silence while it lasts.